Hi, my name is Rina and welcome to my channel. So today I definitely had something else planned, but the last week I haven't been feeling like a 100%, so I didn't get what I wanted finished. So what I thought I'd do instead this week is to film a studio vlog kind of video, just show you what's happening nowadays, just show you what I've bought lately. So I'm sorry that this isn't like the regular scheduled video, or it is on a schedule, but you know. But I hope that it is enjoyable either way, and let's just take a look at my studio right now. So right now my studio is actually kind of messy. I usually keep it very tidy in here because it's a small room and it's easy to get a little overwhelmed by the mess. I know that this is probably a lot more tidier than some other people have it still, but for me this is kind of messy. So I'm struggling to find a place to put my laptop. I don't know where to put it in this room. I have like a little tiny space underneath there. I have some space there, but it doesn't feel like logical places to put it. I also don't use it that often, so I have my stationary computer there. So yeah, I don't know. My table here is filled to the brim with oil painting supplies because I am working on this painting right now. It was actually the painting that I had plans to show this week, but I'm not finished with it yet. So I feel like this is the reason why I really want a bigger art studio, because as you can see, my oil painting supplies take up all this space on my table, and like this space, I have some workspace here, like if I move my keyboard. So this is where I've been like using my sketchbook lately, like doing it here, having references on the computer, but it's very, very small. So I dream about the day that I can have like a long table to work at, to have multiple projects out at a time. But yeah, this is my, let me try to show you here. This is kind of my oil painting setup nowadays. I sit and paint. I have this footrest here, so I like put my feet up on it and I paint here. This is a I don't remember what it is called. Banks, I think. A phone holder with like an extendable arm. It is very flimsy, so if I bump into it while I'm painting, the camera is like hopping up and down. But like, yeah, this is like where I usually put my phone when I'm recording painting. I also, when I record straight down here, I just move it to the side. And yeah, I don't have like... And actually a funny thing, my palette is an old body weight. So this does not function anymore, and we were gonna throw it out, but I said that when I started painting, I saw that it was a glass surface and it is perfect for using as a palette. And actually a funny story. Here is my paint drying rack, and on the top here I actually have another. This is a kitchen weight that stopped working also, And it is also a glass surface, so it is also perfect for using as a palette. It is not as big as you see, so there's like, I wouldn't do a big project on this. And I also have actually one more palette that is down here. It is a big one. It's tinted black, and that one is actually a door from a TV cabinet. So I'm kind of thrifty when it comes to my palettes. I really love using a glass palette. So my focus these days have been trying to follow my art New Year's resolutions. I'm already on track with a lot of things. The oil painting I'm working on now is gonna be the second one that I finish this year, and I think I'm gonna manage to finish it before February starts, like maybe the day before. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm right on track with that. And also, as I kind of just showed you, this sketchbook is almost finished. I have 3 pages left, so it's gonna be finished within this month. I've been very strict with myself, like keeping up to drawing 1 page every day, and it has been really, really fun, and I'm learning a lot, and I've found my love for sketching a lot more now. After I've finished that sketchbook, I really want to try the 100 heads challenge. Like, I've seen recently that Arlie Bean here on YouTube has done that challenge, and with one of my goals this year to be better at drawing heads, like faces, and like recreating what I see, I think that challenge would be really, really good for me. So I'm thinking about doing that and maybe filming a lot for it too. That's gonna be interesting. But other than that, I have been finally putting together a color chart for my Koh-i-Noor Toys and Door soft pastels. So I have these 2 full pages of colors, and also 2 of the last colors on this page, and the Conte à Paris pastel pencils on this page. As you see, it's like the colors did have the time to like drizzle all over the page before I got to spray it with a fixative, but nonetheless it's a color chart, and that's what I wanted. Also, I am trying to reorganize my Alex drawers a little bit. For example, this drawer I intended to be a gift wrap and stamps drawer, but my gift wraps doesn't fit in here, and I don't really have a lot of stamps. So I was thinking about making this my pastel drawer instead. I just have to find some more fitting containers. Like this one is very flimsy, so I don't want to have that one. But this is a wooden, like, just drawer thing that I found very cheap at a store, and I'm thinking about making like divided rooms in this one, so I could have my soft pastels loose in it, because all these did not fit in it. So, and I've seen a lot of artists have their pastels just color coordinated in rooms, so that's kind of what I'm planning on. But I'm not very handy with like DIY stuff, so we'll see how I'll make some dividers for this one. And other than that, the last thing I wanted to share was just some supplies that I've been meaning to put away, but I just wanted to show them before I did. A lot of these supplies are from the store. So it's a Danish store that is, at least in the Scandinavia, and I think they have one in Japan, but I don't really know how far they have gone, but most of the supplies here are from that store. I got two 15 by 15 centimeter canvases. Also, I found two of these frames actually in the thrift store, but they are from the same store as the canvases. Cute cat. So it fits a 15 by 15 canvas, and I thought that was really, really nifty. So basically I found these frames before I found the canvases, of course. I also bought some papers, design paper, that I thought that I would use for covers on sketchbooks, for example. Like the same that I did for this one, basically. This is just design paper. Then I found this really weird little pokey thing that I think maybe are for poking paper for bookbinding. So that's what I basically bought it for, at least, because for now I've been using like this tiny little needle and it doesn't really work out very well, so this seemed to be perfect for that. And I'm sorry about the camera being all jiggly. I've bought some sharpeners, a Faber-Castell sharpener, a sharpener from Flying Tiger, because I went to Flying Tiger for the first time in my life this last week. And also a tiny little sharpener from the Søstrene Grene store. I also got some brushes, two number 1 filberts, right there, and a number 10 fan brush, and also a very, very soft makeup brush that I thought I would use to blend my oils. I'm not sure how that will work, but at least I wanted to try. I also found these two silicone brush thingies that I thought I would try to use for blending pastels, and if that doesn't work out, I think they will be good for putting down masking fluid, maybe. Then just another water brush, because I think those get ruined so fast, so I just like to change them out sometimes. A little triangular, almost metallic ruler for that pencil case, because I wanted a ruler that fit in that pencil case. Just two Faber-Castell 9000 pencils, one in HB and one in 3B. This is also from the Søstrene Grene store, and it is a pencil, like a mechanical pencil with a thick lead, and these are refill leads for that one. I just wanted to try out that kind of pencil. It really intrigued me, like having a thick lead in a mechanical form. I don't know, like, is it very different from using a pencil? I don't know, but at least I'll try it out and see what I like, if I like it. Over here I got two plates. This is a tiny plate that I found at a thrift store, and this is a plate that I found in a porcelain store. This is a tapas plate. I don't know if that's called that in England or in English. I don't know if that is what it's called in English, but it's for like finger foods, and I thought it was just so perfect to use for watercolors, so I just had to have it. Then another thing from Flying Tiger, I found this block of watercolor paper. It is a little broader than an A4, so and I don't know about the quality. It's very, very smooth to be cold press, and I think I mostly will use it for gouache and colored pencils, but I really want to try it out to see if it's worth it using watercolors on it too. But it was like $2, so it was very, very cheap. Then lastly, I have a bag of just some small goodies. So this one I have already used one of. It is a refill for the Pilot Friction pens. So basically a refill for one of these bad boys. And what I didn't realize when I bought it is that it had a finer nib than the original in my pen. So this was a 0.7 and this was a 0.5. But seriously, I'm just happy that I made that mistake because I really love drawing with a finer nib. Then I also got a Staedtler Mars Micro 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil because I just wanted a thin lead, and some 3H refill lead. I've been looking into wanting to try a mechanical pencil with harder lead to sketch, because I love sketching lightly, so this will maybe be a good thing, I don't know. Then lastly in that bag there was just these two little A6 sketchbooks, and they have this perforated paper so I can rip out the pages if I want to. I don't know if it is actually A6 because it seems to be a little broader than A6, but that doesn't really matter anyways. But I just wanted to buy a couple of small sketchbooks and they were very cheap, only $2 each. So I just went for it. So that was basically what I wanted to show this week. I don't have anything more exciting than that. I just think that I need to listen to my body and relax and just take my time. But I'm glad that I had something to show this week at least, and maybe you got a little insight on how I work in my studio, and it was fun to get to show you what I've bought recently, and yeah. But until I see you next time, I hope that you have a great week, and give yourself some slack if you're very hard on yourself. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'll hope that you'll do good till the next time I see you. I hope to see you next Friday. Bye!